Jordan Staal and Luca Caputi. Have a seat, guys. Pull the mics up. Welcome to the show. Unbelievable ovation, huh? Stalsy, what do you think?
Not bad. I'm impressed.
You've been here before. Yes, loudest crowd ever?
Yeah. I'd say so. I'd say so.
Luca, your thoughts?
Speechless.
Speechless, okay. Full disclosure, we are taping this show after a huge win by the Penguins, and these two guys were a big part of a win against the Atlanta Thrashers. Let's hear it for them. And how about Luca Caputi? First NHL game this season, he scores a goal and has a really solid game. Luca, you've been up here before, but tell me about this year. What was the feeling like to get the call back up to the NHL level?
It's always great to get the call. You know, your emotions are high. You really don't know what to expect in your first couple of shifts, but I got the jitters out early and glad to be part of a win.
Yeah, I said you had been here before, but still nervous? How long does it take to get those jitters out of the way?
I mean, it's definitely there the first couple of shifts. You guys are so loud, and the arena's always full, so you know, it takes a couple of minutes, but once you get acclimated, you're back to normal.
How about the goal he scored and the play Evgeny Malkin made to set him up? Just an incredible play. Let's hear it. Yeah. You had the best seat in the house for that play. Just kind of talk us through what Malkin did and then how you crashed the crease and buried one.
Yeah, I kind of had my mouth open the whole way up the ice, starstruck a little bit, and found the puck on my tape, and I don't think they come much easier than that.
Did you see exactly what he had done? Because I had to see the replay. There's no way I could have seen it live.
Yeah, he pretty much got the puck from the blue line, beat Kabina in the neutral zone, then went through the guy's legs, ended up on his can, got the shot off, and then somehow knew I was coming and threw it back to me for an empty net. It's pretty ridiculous.
Day at the office, not a bad assist, right?
Absolutely.
Stalsy, we talk about players being young and a little bit nervous coming in early on. How about you back in 2006, your first NHL game? What was going through your head?
Just excitement. Obviously, you know, just chills going down your spine, getting out there. My first game was here at home, and you know, just looking at the fans and cheering us on. It was an amazing feeling, and I'll never forget that.
But you're still a young guy. You seem like a veteran, but you still get nervous before games. I've had 10-year veterans tell me they still get nervous before games, or there's just that sense of anticipation. What about you before a game, 6 o'clock or so?
Yeah, I think every player gets a little bit of it. You know, I think it's always a good thing. It keeps you on edge, and you know, every player wants to do well and you know, play well for the fans and for each other. So you know, everyone gets a little nervous, I think.
What do you guys do to relax? You listen to some music, maybe tape some sticks. What do you do?
Our biggest thing, we play soccer before the game, just a two-touch game, and you know, we just try to get each other out, and we had some pretty heated battles, and kind of keeps your mind off things.
Luca, how about you? 5, 6 o'clock, home or away? What are you doing to relax right before the puck drops?
Pretty much just have a coffee and relax and listen to the music in the room, tape a stick, and kind of mellow out. I don't really try to focus on hockey too much until around 6:30.
All right, we're going to take a break. We got the Penguins Insider feature. Also later on in the show, questions from our audience members. They've been fantastic already, and great questions coming up, so stick around. More coming up after this break. It's Inside Penguins Hockey, presented by Comcast.
I'm sure the guys next to you would love the opportunity to get coached by someone like Mario Lemieux.
What do you think, guys? Not a bad honor, especially if you're 13 years old like those kids, or whatever, 12 years old, 13 years old. Incredible, huh?
Yeah, to say the least. You know, to be coached by one of the best players ever to strap on the skates, you know, I know I could learn a lot from him.
Have you ever talked hockey with him? Just talked X's and O's? Anything that you could pull from him at all?
No, I think Sid takes up most of that time. So,
all right,
you know,
it's understandable.
Yeah, I think you know, I've talked to him a few times, but you know, a little bit about hockey, but just little things mainly.
Luca, you get the call up here to the big club. What's the biggest difference between playing in the AHL versus playing in the NHL, aside from the size and the speed? We always hear those two things, but what else is it that stands out when you get the jump up to the NHL?
I think it's just the atmosphere in general. You know, playing in front of 16,000 people every night is a big adjustment. You know, I think the biggest attendance in the AHL might be 9. So it's the atmosphere and, you know, just getting accustomed to the NHL game. And like you said, the size and everything and comes into factor. But I'd say the atmosphere for sure.
Well, tell us about your game. What are your strengths? What will we see when you're out there on the ice here?
I think it's just keeping it simple, you know, getting pucks in, getting pucks out, being physical on the forecheck, getting to the net front, and, you know, chipping in with offense whenever I can.
Well, tell us about yourself. What do you like to do? What else, besides playing hockey, what do you do in your spare time?
I like to watch Entourage a lot.
Good show? Pretty good show. Kevin Connolly, huge New York Islanders fan, though. I don't know if you knew that.
I'm an Adrian Grenier fan.
Okay, yeah. We'll convert him to a Penguin fan. Perfect. Anything else?
Yeah, I like to golf, you know, just do mainly things that guys my age do. You know, I'm sure Stalzy has similar hobbies as me, but, you know, just relax and take it easy when you're not at the rink.
Jordan, similar stuff for you?
Yeah, just like guys like to do at our age. But no, I do enjoy golfing and you know, watching flicks and you know, just relaxing as best you can when you're away from the rink.
We've talked with you before. Great defensively, but also a lot of offensive skills. What do you take the most pride in, scoring a big goal or a huge penalty kill late in the third period of a 1-1 game?
Scoring a big goal.
Yeah, everybody wants to score. But both are so important, right? You'll
I mean, you need both, no question. But you know, it's I do take pride in both sides of the puck, and you know, with the role I've been given, I want to do the best I can at it. And you know, so far this year, I've been feeling pretty comfortable the way my game's been going.
I wanted to talk with you a little bit about the Olympics as Team Canada named the roster. Tough roster to crack. How disappointed were you that you weren't on initially?
I didn't think I was going to be as disappointed as I was until I heard. You know, I heard from a few people that I was, you know, very close, and you know, it's tough to get that close and not get the opportunity to play. It would have been an unbelievable experience, obviously. But you know, well, we'll take it as it is, and you know, I'm still young, and hopefully I can get it next time.
Now, one thing I was amazed by: all 3 Staal brothers who play in the NHL were invited to Team Canada's orientation camp in the summer. I think that's unbelievable. How about a round of applause for that? Eric will be there. We know that. Big Penguins road trip coming up. What do you guys do on the road? You get on the road a little bit. What do you like to do to kill some time? Luca, we'll start with you, no matter whether it's AHL or NHL.
In the AHL, it's pretty much riding a bus, so I think this time it'll be a little more fun if I get to make the trip. You know, Saturday they're going back to Toronto, so if I'm fortunate enough to be in that game, it'll be special for me. And just looking to go with the flow. I don't really know what these road trips entail.
How about the life riding that bus? I mean, I've done that as a broadcaster, and there's a sense of camaraderie, and you're with the guys there. It's a little grueling at times, though.
A little couple kinks in the neck here and there, stuff like that. I don't know. I keep busy, watch some flicks, and play poker here and there. So.
Okay, Jordan, what about you? You're on the road, one of these big trips here. You probably have a few off days. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I enjoy sleeping a lot.
Chance to catch up.
You know, that's always nice. But again, just going to the mall. I mean, just slowly killing time, watching movies, and again, just relaxing as much as you can. And you know, I'm probably going to see a lot of friends and family this trip. So I'm pretty excited about that.
All right, well, coming up next, we've got questions from our audience members here at Mellon Arena, so stick around. That's all coming up after the break, right here on Inside Penguins Hockey, presented by Comcast.